This little blue penguin waddled back to the ocean like it was entirely his idea the whole time. After rehabilitation, this golden eagle caught a thermal and climbed into the sky like she never left. You can tell he's already planning his next trash raid. Small, armored, and surprisingly quick, this armadillo paused for a second, then scurried straight into the brush.
This next week, authorities in India released 196 deer into a local sanctuary with the aim of rebuilding the population. Judging by how eagerly the animals rushed, it's clear they would...
Не бойся. Выходи. Давай. Отлично. Давай.
After 4 months of rehabilitation at the Ramona Wildlife Center, a young mountain lion was finally released back into the wild. Orphaned after their mother was hit by a car, the cub and her sister were rescued and cared for by the San Diego Humane Society. While her sister still recovers from a fracture, this brave cub is ready to embrace the wild once more. One last look to say thank you, and it's goodbye forever.
Тихо. Не хочет. Выходи.
He may have given himself a little jump scare on the way out, but this Carbish is really happy to be home. Oregon Zoo releasing zoo-reared leopard frogs into the wild.
Generator.
Time to release the platypus. Unleash the Quacken.
This caiman was released after being tagged and checked by a vet as part of a population control study. It was clearly ready for this moment.
Witness the release of Brano, a 2-year-old male lynx from Slovakia, into the Rhineland-Palatinate forest. This anteater, rescued after a dog attack, was released back into the wild. Cautious and alert, he slowly left his crate, ready to defend himself if necessary. Even though he didn't really see a threat, he couldn't believe he was safe. Once Bird just hit cruise control.
They're just looking around going, what the heck? Been a while. What do we do now? Where's our free food?
Andean condors couldn't wait to hit the Mendoza skies. an osprey was released back into the wild at Fort Myers Beach. After a period of rehabilitation, the bird spread its wings and flew into the skies, finally returning to where it truly belongs. Birds are just meant to be in the sky after all.
Hear the squeaking? That might be his family calling for him.
This is as wholesome as it gets. This great blue heron came back to the rookery, and the rookery welcomed her with open arms. Off to take back its domain. This porcupine was found, caught, and returned to the Michigan wilderness with maximum quill energy. This little boy gave his fish the sweetest goodbye, gently releasing it back into the water with a wave of his hand. He watched it swim away, already learning the beauty of freedom and respect for nature.
Of young pythons there. Lovely. These are all Python sabae, the sort of coastal species that we get.
A whole group of young pythons released at once. Yikes!
Drape them on a bush like that so that they can make their own way.
Another group of flamingos heading back home. Freedom never looked so coordinated.
These parrots were sadly captured by poachers, but thankfully they were rescued.
He doesn't have time for this, he has tunnels to dig. Look, I know every animal deserves to be released, but maybe we can make one long exception. This vulture stretched its wings out for one last pose after being freed, then lifted off like it never left the wind. As the gates opened, these caracals paused, taking in the vastness of their new home. Then, with one last look, they dashed off into the distance, free once more in the wild. A group of orphan raccoons, raised through summer 2016, were released back into the wild. They took their time, calmly hanging around the cages, munching leaves, fully embracing their freedom. Nothing's as good as the fresh leaves from the source, especially when you don't have to return to a cage right after. A 14-foot-long crocodile was released back into Dunma Nature Park. Another owl vanishes into the tree line. Mystery restored.
No fear. Gone.
Oh, laju niya,
Imagine
ano?
how long this little guy had been waiting for this moment.
Rescued from a pond, this croc is back to reclaim his swampy throne. One of the world's longest snake species returned to the wild.
Can have light and dark fur. The main difference is size. Adult male grizzlies can weigh upwards of 1,000 pounds and stand roughly 7 feet tall.
This snowshoe hare was released and immediately became impossible to see. Here's a cute joke for you. What did the porcupine say to the cactus? Cape Cod has one of the highest rates of dolphin strandings globally, but luckily, these two had a happy ending. This gray fox had gotten caught in a trap meant for a skunk and injured his nail while trying to escape. After receiving quick treatment from wildlife vets, he was released back into the wild, but it didn't go without taking a second to thank the people who helped it get back into perfect shape.
A pair of beavers, a mom and her baby, were moved from a village to a spring in Wyoming. They didn't
In for 10 days finally opened. Now, he'll live in a protected forest in Indonesia, where he can enjoy his newfound freedom. Lured you into a box with a tasty steak dinner.
She ran like she knew it. Hit by a car in 2013, this endangered panther spent nearly 2 years recovering at White Oak Conservation. In 2015, he ran free again in Okeechobee County, making him one of only 120 in the wild. The handler's hands were steady. We cannot say the same for ours watching this. Nearly 100 wild horses were released in Nevada after Roundup and fertility control. Here, it's not just about letting them go, it's about letting them stay. Mexican wolves were released into the Blue Range Wolf Recovery Area and immediately bounded off, their tails wagging like happy little puppies, eager to explore their new home.
terrible condition in Margate, UK. She was taken to a rehabilitation center, and these images capture the heartwarming moment she was released back into the sea, much as Dolly swims toward freedom, leaving her tough past behind.
Might be a wildcat, but it proved that even they get zoomies.
Meet Pigeon and Amber, two sea lions finally set free in the ocean after being rescued. After everything they've been through, they're finally back where they belong, enjoying their freedom.
A peregrine falcon is back in the wild skies it owns.
A group of 165 red deer were moved to a new region to be released in order.
2 orphan cubs, finally free and charging into the wild to... The Florida Wildlife Conservation Commission and Naples Zoo released a Florida panther back into the wild. After years in captivity, she was unsure about what was happening, needing a gentle nudge before finally leaping off into the woods. She's never going to be behind a cage ever again, with a characteristically slow and measured return to paradise.
Check out this whale shark, rescued and finally returning to the ocean.
Months ago, this coyote was on death row. 3 months later, it's healed and back where it belongs. You can bet he's gonna start howling about this later. Calm during transport, explosive the second the crate opened. Heavy footsteps, slow stare, then full speed into the water. A 6-foot crocodile was found stuck in a pond in India. Thankfully, Wildlife SOS in the Forest Department came to the rescue, carefully releasing the crocodile back into its natural home. It's now free to swim and roam once again, without anyone getting in its way. Three shy river otters hesitated at first, unsure about leaving the safety of their crate. After a few curious sniffs, they took the plunge, waddling and splashing with joy as they swam away into their new home. This coyote got one look at open land and was gone.
Them free.
You're free, bud. You're free. Here you go. You're free. Go. Go. Go.
This little guy didn't need much, just a bucket and a push. Simple, cheap, and surprisingly effective. After recovering from fish tackling injuries, the wild pelicans head back home.
Hello, my love. Ready?
Getting fitted with a GPS tracker, this alligator is now part of a University of Georgia study. The device logs his location every hour, so yeah, he's basically on Find My Reptile. After being hit by a car, this female parrot cow spent weeks recovering. When the time came for her release, she hesitated, displaying some aggression, but as she entered the wild, her instincts took over. She knew it was time to return home.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8。
Captured near human settlements, this croc was safely released in remote Andaman waters. Back in its element forever.
Very good.
She's so excited, she didn't even wave goodbye. rare comeback story. They don't often show up in Michigan, let alone make it back out. Are exploring their forever home for the first time. Despite the wind and incoming rain, they couldn't be happier. Juliet, being the loving mother she is, calls her piglets back whenever they wander too far. Watching them run around, play, and cuddle together is a dream come true. Raspberry, a female giant Pacific octopus, was returned to Puget Sound after her stay in human care. They're solitary, smart, and hard to say goodbye to, but she's exactly where she belongs. Polar bear hesitated, clearly frightened by the unknown outside the cage he'd been confined to for so long. After a moment of uncertainty, he finally took his first step into the wild. With a glance back, it seemed like he was thanking his rescuers before disappearing into the vast open wilderness, free at last. After being hit by a car, this rehabilitated bobcat was finally ready to return to the wild. At first, it seemed a bit confused, but once it got its bearings, it confidently went on its way. Thanks to the dedicated care at the Pennachuck Bog Wildlife Center, the bobcat healed from abrasions, a broken tooth, and more, ensuring a second chance at life in the wild. Nursed back to health in Belgium and released into the North Sea. Tommy the koala, rehabbed and returned to his eucalyptus trees. Hyenas get a bad rap, but you can't deny seeing this one regain its freedom is pretty wholesome.
Here goes the door.
They were just waiting for a chance to matter again.
Come on.
Watch out, Mountain. The bighorn sheep are back. This civet was still professional about this release. These young foxes were nursed back to health after being sick for weeks. The first one couldn't wait to go home, but the second one did the sniff and pause test before going full speed ahead.
Okay, watch your fingers, okay?
After nearly 40 years of medical testing, these chimps finally felt the warmth of the outdoors. One of them went around, hugging each of the others, as if saying, "We made it, we're free." The emotions were just overwhelming. This forest just got a serious upgrade. Rescued from fishing nets and very happy to be set free. The sky is collecting these guys, and we're here for it. By the Vermont Institute of Natural Science. After successfully catching a mouse, he was ready for release. At first, he stumbled. It had been a while since the bird was able to be on its own. But after a brief moment, he took flight and soared off, finally free to hunt Once nearly extinct, Mexican wolves are making a comeback. This pair was released in Arizona's Blue Range Recovery Area. Fewer than 200 roam the wild today, but every release like this builds the pack.
安生，你别舔了，那是你弟弟呀，你舔它干嘛呀？一会儿把它头舔秃噜皮了。那你舔吧，反正你弟弟有蛋蛋，你没有。你没有。
The Angolan giraffes were successfully released at Quartier after a long, challenging journey. The first one leapt towards freedom, but the second giraffe paused, almost in disbelief, before finally stepping into its new home.
People were worried the eagle wouldn't be able to take off right after weeks of rehab.
In this heartwarming release, a pet monkey is freed by its owner and quickly runs off, filled with excitement. It took a while happily playing and exploring. Now free, he can come and go as he pleases, living life on his own terms.
Oh no. No way. It's beautiful.
All 8 arms are ready for this release.
Pick him up, let him go. Let him go. There you go, buddy.
Aight, I'm out. Thanks for the snacks. 2 white rhinos, a male and a female, joined the Bamban Ango Valley Lodge family. As they waited in their containers, they seemed almost hesitant, unsure of what awaited them, but also knowing they were about to begin a new chapter. The male stood back, waiting for the female before they both stepped out together. And then, realizing they were finally free, they bolted into their new home.
Carol, meu Deus, Deus colocou nós na hora certa, hein? No lugar certo, olha.
This dolphin was tangled and terrified until this good Samaritan came to his rescue.
Pedaço de rede. Vai embora, vai pra casa, vai.
After a full recovery from a critical level injury, this snowy owl was released back into the wild. With a joyful expression, it soared into the sky off the coast of Assateague Island. Then, it took its first steps into the bush, as if tasting freedom for the very first time. A group of baby turtles were carefully released at St. Regis Bahia Beach in Puerto Rico. Each tiny creature making its way to the ocean for the first time. Their tiny flippers paddled against the waves, eager to begin their new lives together. This adult male raccoon, found rough around the edges from years of fighting, was initially brought in after being caught in a humane trap. He had a few minor wounds, so he was treated with antibiotics, but overall, he was in good shape. One of North America's most endangered mammals is back home.
And so you can stand on either side.
Celebrating Pat's first birthday in the wild. Rescued after his nest collapsed, he's now soaring free. Happy first birthday, Pat! hey, a new dam was long overdue anyway.
Shoulder and his elbow.
This flying fox has been waiting way too long.
Here he goes.
Found by a local farmer who chose to call the Kariga Game Reserve instead of shooting her to protect his livestock, this hyena is finally free to roam the wild again. This osprey wastes no time heading home.
There's movement. What's her name? Oh, that's nice.
Unmistakable, they leapt into the wild with pure excitement, running as if they were free for the first time, racing across the plains with no cares in the world, just like it should be. After weeks in rehab, these hedgehogs have returned and are aggressively minding their own business.
This koala is finally heading home after getting some much needed care. Watch as it quickly realizes it's time to say goodbye and gives its rescuers one last look, almost like a thank you for all their help.
This rehabilitated frigate bird, eager for freedom, was released from the SS Jolly Bridge in Florida. As soon as it was airborne, it soared into the wind, finally free to spread its wings. After months in a boma learning to hunt, this cheetah finally stepped back into the wild. Her brief pause and glance back felt like a silent thank you to her rescuers. This Janet's walking like he... After months of care at the Hoedspruit Endangered Species Center, the Janets were finally ready for release. Their food was hidden, encouraging them to search and stay sharp. With hearts full of hope, kids who had grown close to the Gannets assisted in their release. As they scampered into the wild, it was clear they would adapt well. They're like roommates parting ways after college. Picked up from an HOA neighborhood and very vocal about it, this guy wasted no time making a getaway.
Let's go creek,
The doors open, and suddenly, the sky fills with wings.
Back up, baby, goes.
This is certified apex predator energy. This one's not thrilled about cameras, but he's free, and that.
اللهم صل على محمد.
This rare Amur tiger was relocated after preying on village dogs. Now he's free in protected wilderness. These guys are clearly so happy. Saiga antelopes, one of the planet's most ancient species, are reclaiming the Russian steppe. Young seabirds were released at Ukuwela Conservancy in KwaZulu-Natal, South Africa. Their new 2 orphan manatees with a much-needed release. After being safely removed from Boston's Logan Airport, a snowy owl couldn't wait to be free. Norman Smith, director of the Blue Hills Trail Slide Museum, released the owl on Duxbury Beach. Eager to escape, the owl was ready to go even before he let him go, soaring gracefully into the sky. This coyote was freed from a leg hold trap by wildlife officials, scared but uninjured. But when she was being set free, she didn't even want to leave. Something tells me this girl is gonna be back to visit this man releasing her. The best part of this release is that the family was kept together. IFAW Animal Rescue spent hours bringing this dolphin back. She spent about 4 seconds saying thank you. Do you hear that? That's the sound of actual, physical, audible freedom. After its rehabilitation, the wild monkey was released and sprinted straight to its family on the roof. An older monkey pulled it in close, and soon the others joined, wrapping it in a powerful embrace filled with love, relief, and unspoken joy. America's symbol of freedom gets its freedom.